Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Sharmin Rahman, Associate Professor, Department of Anatomy, Aggregates Medical College. Today I am going to discuss about cartilage, which is a very important structure for our body. What is cartilage? Cartilage is a specialized form of connective tissue in which the firm consistency of the extracellular matrix allows the tissue to bear mechanical stresses without permanent distortion. Functions of the connective tissues are: in the respiratory system, cartilage forms a framework for supporting soft tissues. Cartilage provides a shock absorbing and sliding areas for joints and facilitates bone movements. Cartilage is also essential for the development and growth of long bones both before and after birth. Cartilage consists of cells called chondrocytes and an extensive extracellular matrix composed of fibers and ground substance. Chondrocytes synthesize and secrete the extracellular matrix, and the cells themselves are located in the matrix cavities called lacunae. Perichondrium. It is the outer covering of cartilage. It has an outer fibrous layer and an inner cellular layer whose cells secrete cartilage matrix. The perichondrium is vascular and its vessels supply nutrients to the cells of cartilage. It is present in both hyaline cartilage and elastic cartilage, but absent in fibrocartilage. In areas where the cartilage has no perichondrium are the articular surfaces of the bones forming a joint. Cells in the inner layer of their perichondrium resemble fibroblasts. They are precursors for chondroblasts, which divide and differentiate into chondrocytes. According to the fibers present in the matrix, cartilages are divided into three types: hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, and fibrocartilage. Hyaline cartilage contains type 2 collagen in its matrix. Elastic cartilage contains type 2 collagen and also abundant amount of elastic fibers. Fibrocartilage possesses dense, coarse type 1 collagen fibers. This is a figure of cartilage where we can see this is perichondrium, that is the covering of the cartilage, which contains fibroblast cells, and from these fibroblast cells chondroblasts are formed, and these chondroblasts later divides and form the chondrocytes. Here we can see the lacuna where the chondrocytes are found. This is the isogenous group of chondrocytes. Hyaline cartilage. Fresh hyaline cartilage is bluish-white and translucent. In this histological structure of hyaline cartilage, we can see the chondrocytes which are present in the lacuna, and in the hyaline cartilage, cells are arranged in a special group that is known as isogenous group. Hyaline cartilage appears as amorphous homogeneous mass with the light microscope because the refractive index of collagen fibrils and that of the ground substance are nearly the same. Hyaline cartilage contains primarily type 2 collagen fiber. Small amounts of collagen types 6 and 9 are also present. Cartilage proteoglycans contain chondroitin 4 sulfate, chondroitin 6 sulfate, and keratin sulfate covalently linked to 4 proteins. Young chondrocytes have an elliptic shape. Further in, they are round and may appear in groups of up to 8 cells originating from mitotic divisions of a single chondrocyte. These groups are called isogenous aggregates. Chondrocytes synthesize collagens and the other matrix molecules. Function of hyaline cartilage. In the embryo, it serves as a temporary skeleton until it is gradually replaced by bone. In our body, we can find hyaline cartilage in articular surfaces of the movable joints, in the walls of larger respiratory passages such as nose, larynx, trachea, and in bronchi. In the ventral ends of the ribs where they articulate with the sternum. In the epiphyseal plate where it is responsible for the longitudinal growth of bone. Now, elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage contains an abundant network of fine elastic fibers in addition to the collagen type 2 fibrils. In this figure, we can see the chondrocytes that are present in lacuna, and there are abundant amount of elastic fibers. These elastic fibers is one of the main differentiating points that differentiate from hyaline cartilage and fibrocartilage. Fresh elastic cartilage has a yellowish color due to the presence of elastin in the elastic fibers. Elastic cartilage found in epiglottis, eustachian tube, auricle of the ear, walls of the external auditory canal, and cuneiform cartilage in the larynx. Dear students, you can remember it. Elastic cartilage, 3E. One is epiglottis, another one is eustachian tube, and another one is auricle of the external ear. Fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage contains chondrocytes either singly or in isogenous aggregates, usually arranged axially in long rows separated by coarse collagen type 1 fibers and less proteoglycans than other forms of cartilage. In this figure, we can see these chondrocytes found in lacuna, and they are arranged in isogenous groups, usually parallel to each other. And these are type 1 collagen fibers. Now, distribution of fibrocartilage. It is found in intervertebral disc, in the pubic symphysis, and in attachments of certain ligaments. This is the figure where we can see the distribution of hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, and fibrocartilage. Here we can see these blue colors marked as hyaline cartilage, and this purple color are marked as elastic cartilage, and this red color These are marked as fibrocartilage. That's all. Assalamu alaikum.